Illinois park districts, forest preserves, and special recreation agencies have played a critical role in providing essential services throughout the pandemic, ensuring that parks and facilities are safe for the use and enjoyment of their residents. In fact, public use of open space has skyrocketed. What is even more remarkable is that these agencies have done so in the face of major financial challenges due to the COVID-19 restrictions limiting public access to facilities and services. The following are only a very small sample of their stories, which are taking place throughout Illinois.
A lot of our kids would not have access to volleyball, basketball, or any of those type of programs without the park district offering those opportunities for our kids. And that shows the great heart they have for the people that have a little bit of disadvantaged situation. They serve all people.
Health and wellness is everything to this community. It keeps our insurance rates down, it keeps our hospital costs down, employees that are healthier are better employees. We've got a lot of things to overcome, but the Park District offers so many affordable or free opportunities for people to improve their health.
Play is just as important as education from a mental health perspective. So being the teacher during this COVID-19 experience, I had to go outside the house and play with my children on monkey bars and swings and just chase them around the park.
My favorite stuff to do at the park district is go on the playground with all my friends. We stay 6 feet, and if needed, the teachers will tell us to pull up our masks or anything like that, so parents don't worry about that.
Well, the dance program has been the one constant in their life during this pandemic. They've been able to continue all of their dance classes virtually, in person, or even hybrid options. And it has all been done in a safe way, and it's been the one thing that my girls have been able to do to completion.
As a veteran, the fitness center gave me the locality. It's very close to where I am. I meet veterans in here all the time, and it's really uplifting. And then just be able to come here and know I can work out, enjoy some good, clean conversation, and have fun. That's helped me a lot mentally.
The e-learning hub was a lifesaver for us. Things were not good in our household when we had to teach her and do our full-time jobs as well. And as far as emotional health, having her come here and see her friends in a safe environment did so much for our family.
Mont Line Park District really stepped up with COVID. They filled a huge gap for parents in the community and really stepped up when the school districts couldn't. And it was really a godsend for our family.
And I have been with West Suburban Special Rec for about 20 years, and I started around 3rd grade. It let me do virtual programs such as dice bowling, hot shots, food critics, show tunes, virtual adventures, and I also did the winter break camp.
We quickly mobilized to keep parks, trails, and green spaces open to support physical and mental health. We created a PE in the Park program to help ensure that kids kept moving their bodies during their school day. We stayed committed to delivering vital services and programs to support our community, like our free lunch distribution sites and our day camp for kids of working parents who were remote learning and needed reliable internet access and supervision. We loaned nearly 150 picnic tables to local businesses to use for outdoor dining. Our parks, trails, and open spaces have served as a respite from stress in these uncertain times. We are who the community turns to in times of crisis. We need funding from the state of Illinois to help us to continue to be here for our residents.
The COVID-19 pandemic really accentuated just how essential our OSLAD projects are for the health and well-being of the greater Decatur community. For the past quarter of a century, OSLAD has funded numerous major projects in Decatur that enhanced our quality of life significantly. Our bike trails, our boat access, our mid-state soccer complex, our Rotary Park softball complex, and probably the most significant project over the last half century in our community was our Lakeshore Landing process that brought to life our lakefront and its importance to the revitalization and the well-being of the greater Decatur community well into the future. Without these cornerstone projects during the pandemic, our residents would not have been able to get outside. They would not have been able to take a walk in the park. Our trail system proved invaluable throughout the pandemic as our residents were able to enhance their mental health, their physical health through use of our park system. This partnership, the OSLAD partnership with the state of Illinois, is an investment by the state in the future of our Decatur communities. Without this investment, many of these communities cannot move these projects forward to enhance the well-being of their communities and ultimately the citizens of the state of Illinois.
One area that I want to really reinforce is the importance of the OSLAD funding for our park district. For nearly 3 decades, our park system has relied heavily on OSLAD funding to rebuild many of our core infrastructures, our swimming pools, our playgrounds. Just recently, we have 2 very important vital projects at Washington Park Community Center and Key Malquis Park, serving a lot of our most neediest children in our community. Both of the projects to rebuild those playgrounds wouldn't have been possible with that OSLAD funding. If that money goes away to park districts like Rockford and others throughout the state, it will be a detriment to kids all over our community.
I just want to say that park grants and OSLAD grants have really helped our delivery model and how we service individuals with disabilities. Fast forward, we were able to team up with the New Lenox Park District, and they acquired an OSLAD grant to help us build a universal design playground. And all of those things that they've done has helped us really increase our participation with participants and our stretch and our reach for providing services for individuals with disabilities.
What's great about the OSLAD program for us is it pretty much doubles our money with the matching funds, and instead of a site like this where we're just going to possibly replace just the playground equipment, it allows us to do much more improvements and meet all the different factors that OSLAD looks for in different amenities. So we're going to have an added nature play area, a great picnic pavilion for people to sit at and picnic with their families. And then this site behind me, you see, we're actually going to upgrade the surfacing, and that's going to be a more accessible surface than what we had before. And then we were able to upgrade some of our playground equipment thanks to those funds to add more amenities, especially for people with accessibility issues and some sensory play items that are very much so needed in the playground world.
As we look to reopen fully our park system, we need support. The need is greater than ever. We need to double down on resources for our area youth. We need to invest in our infrastructure, our neighborhood parks, playgrounds, and facilities, and we need to jumpstart our economy by opening back up our tourism-related facilities. You know, we believe in our industry that if you want to have a successful community, you have to invest in your park and recreation system. We bring such a great value to communities. Health and wellness, preservation of the environment. We prevent juvenile crime. We spur economic development and economic impact. We improve the overall quality of life for our communities throughout the state. We know that in our industry, and we saw that firsthand when we shut down our operations and the result. So please continue to support Parks and Recreation and the quality of life for park districts throughout the state.
Please fund our parks! Please fund our parks! Please fund our parks!
Please fund our parks!
Please fund our parks!
Please fund our parks.
Please fund our parks.
We believe Parks and Recreation is an essential community service. The pandemic revealed that parks were vital for the health and well-being of residents. These spaces served as a refuge and escape from the everyday stresses. And just as parks and open space remain essential, so too are the parks and recreation employees needed to build and maintain the parks in our community.
Park districts, forest preserves, and special recreation agencies can play a significant role in the state's COVID economic recovery, but we need your help. The OSLAD grant program is critical to our efforts, and we are asking the General Assembly to appropriate funding for new projects and to urge Governor Pritzker to open this year's grant cycle immediately so that we can put people to work and improve our communities. Please fund our parks. Thank you.